Parkour. Bargaining. Stage 3. Not going to get into the story too much, but there's basically a character that is going to try to kill you at the end of the chapter. Aren't really spoilers if I don't explain anything else. So my idea for this chapter was, in terms of gameplay, to change it up a bit. So I made a hub level, kind of, where you can choose 4 different paths which loop back on itself, which then you go back to the hub, each with a different obstacle or mechanic. I think it worked really well because it feels very freeing to, after like 2 hours of the game, be able to choose what you are going to do. It gives you a feeling of freedom which you didn't have in the rest of the game. In terms of mechanics, stole them from Celeste, of course. Yeah, basically, I have a platform that goes down when you jump on it, which I kind of used weirdly. I used it in a lot of places like a disappearing platform. I made it so you can kind of use it infinitely if you jump the whole time. The way I like it the most was when you have, I'll show it on the screen right here, when you have an area where the platform has to go down for you to be able to get up next to it. And then my favorite one of this chapter stage is the thing where you kind of need to collect coins, and if you collect them all in the subsection, it moves a block. It also added choices, because you can choose which order you get the coins. Some parts of collecting them are harder than the other ones, so some people will do the hard ones first, or some people will do the easy ones first. I also, in one part, I used those blocks as a platform, in a few parts actually. And then, the third one, the platform should turn on and off at a specific timing. I used them a lot to block the entrances to places you wanted to go, so you needed to be able to get in there in time. Sometimes I only made the entrance open if the other side was closed. So you needed to get in there when the place you wanted to go out was still closed. So you needed to be able to not die for the amount of time it is closed. And then the last one is a dash restore, of course, because I kind of needed that. The way I introduced it was very easy. It's just dash to the thing, dash again, and then you're at the end of the first subsection. Then it gets harder, and I really like ways how I use this. So what I did in one part is that you need to dash up, then grapple to get to the dash restore, then grapple back and dash further up. I really like this because it makes the player need to think about what they are doing. Time to talk about the second half then. The second half is when you deny something and that character that wants to kill you in the second half gets angry at you and wants to kill you. It's kind of like battle line in Celeste in chapter 2. She does the exact same movement as the player does. It changed the level design quite a bit, because for that to make it more difficult the following, I would need to add loop that loops on itself. So you need to go up to grab that coin to open a place, but you can't directly go back, so you need to go down, and yeah, I'll show it. I also added places where you kind of need to wait a bit, so you need to have perfect timing. I used the platforms that turn on and off way better in the second half. I know it's been a really long time since the last video. 2 months, I think. Which was long enough for me to already start on chapter 4. But I won't talk about it a lot here. But it's grayscale and I love it so much. It feels so different and you'll just see... You can see my excitement. I have been waiting to make this since like the beginning of chapter 2, because then I already made a concept for it and thought about what it's going to be. But finally, I love it, and the game is already so close to being complete. At least it feels like being so close. Whew, I'm very excited because I really like this game and I want other people to also play it and also really enjoy it. It's way better than A Strange Hotel if you've played that. Yeah, I'm really happy with the game and I'm excited to continue talking about it and continue making and working on it. Because this is literally my best game ever. So before I end the video, please leave a comment below with ideas you have for the game, because I still need some, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video, hopefully. Bye.